The Phoenix killings came under the spotlight yesterday at the Human Rights Commission's hearings into the July unrest in Durban. At least 36 people were killed in Phoenix during the unrest. The residents of that area and neighbouring Inanda testified on the apparently racially motivated attacks. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan was there. She found this report.
As the looting and violence of July, spurred on by the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma, ravaged KwaZulu-Natal, racist criminals were allegedly operating roadblocks and barricades in Phoenix.
They start opening the doors, they're looking under the seats, they open the boots. On that search, they banging the car with the hands, with the bed sticks. Then, as I said, one of them, I think he knows me, I don't know him. He said, I know this guy, let's let him go. That is how I escaped. They say I'm a they said I'm a
Biela was later elected to join a peace committee formed after the violence had plagued Phoenix. But the attack on his life at a roadblock set up in the area on the 12th of July still haunts him.
Sangeza ngaqala ngawazonda nje amandiya. Ngaba nenzondo esizweni samandiya. Ngaba nama nightmares nasebusuku.
Another witness jumped to the defense of the Indian community of Phoenix. Shah Maharaj claims neighborhood watch units were formed during the period of looting by unarmed residents who kept watch over their local streets. He says the deadly roadblocks were the work of armed private security officers and criminals that have been operating for years in the community.
There were roadblocks set up by different people, and I will name them. These were security companies operating in that area. These were drug lords and shebeens and the criminal element who had infiltrated people who are residents of that area. They were armed, and we've seen guns. They were armed, and these people were located in the main areas of Phoenix. The entrances and exits in Phoenix are about 5. They were the people responsible for the violence that happened and the killings that eventually happened. We condemn all these killings because it's not right for anybody, for whatever the reason is, to go out and shoot and maim and burn. We don't stand for that.
Maharaj has placed blame on the police, social media and the media at large for exacerbating the situation on the ground.
There's a total lack of assistance by the South African police services. They were outnumbered by thousands to 1. And they were absolutely no help. The evidence is there, it's not my story. Police were standing aside while looting happened. Social media was really a buzz with many half-truths. Social media can be used very positively. But unfortunately, in this instance here, fingers must be pointed to social media. And as well, by the way, my good friends at the back, the commercial media have played an absolutely negative role.
But he refused to acknowledge that the 36 deaths that occurred in Phoenix amounted to a massacre.
Mr. Maharaj, would you agree that there was a deliberate and brutal killing of people of a specific race and color?
That's true.
And that, in your view, does not amount to a massacre?
No, it was killings.
Now Biela, who is still undergoing counseling following the attack, says social cohesion programs will not work until Phoenix residents show remorse for the violence that occurred.
What we see is this very same arrogance where they make themselves proud and spit in the face of the bereaved families and spit in the face of our human rights as a black people, where they call themselves they are heroes by slaughtering black people. So for social cohesion to be accepted and to be effective, we need to start with the realistic issues, make the communities understand where they did wrong, and let them accept that they did wrong.
The South African Human Rights Commission's hearings will continue until December, when more residents, government officials and media representatives will testify about one of the most tragic periods of unrest that South Africa has seen since the dawn of democracy. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Durban.